Hey Libra, welcome to your monthly reading for the month of April. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I am from babycurltarot.com. I am a tarot and oracle reader as well as a root worker, and I do monthly, mid-monthly, and occasional pick a cards here on YouTube. So with all that said, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. I'm going to start off with the tea leaf oracle cards to see what potential situations or what the general energy will be for your month of April. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Libras for the month of April? Okay, let's take a look. So we have the wreath and it says sorrow over a loss. Okay. Let's dive into the tarot. I'm using the Tarot of the Divine this month. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Libras for the month of April, specifically surrounding this wreath? What messages do you have for my Libras for the month of April? Okay, so we have the Death card in reverse, Queen of Swords reversed, Five of Cups reversed, Chariot reversed, and the King of Coins reversed. All right, take a look at where Scorpio and Cancer fall in your astrological natal chart. If you have it handy, that may kind of point you in the direction of where this may be happening for you. Libra, some of you could be losing someone who is in Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That may not resonate for everybody. But I am seeing there is some resistance to change, or there is something that needs to be taken care of before you can move forward. And it may have to do with your grief. With the Five of Cups in reversed, it does tell me that you guys are ready to move forward from a loss. However, with the Death card and the Chariot card being major arcanas, major themes, major symbols in our lives, something is telling me here not to ignore your need for healing, for mourning. Now, whether this is a family member, a friend, a coworker, whoever, it does not matter. But it does feel like for a lot of you guys, you may be trying to force yourself to move forward before you're really ready. This does feel like someone very, very close, so I don't feel like this would be necessarily a coworker, but maybe someone who's a very close friend, a family member, someone very, very close to you, because I don't feel like Spirit would be telling me don't move forward yet unless it was something that was very, very close to you. The Queen of Swords in reverse is also telling me you're trying to be logical about the situation and you're trying to move forward the best way you can, but I don't feel like, again, you are moving forward logically. Your emotions are still kind of ruling your decisions, your thought processes, whether you realize it or not. And Spirit wants you to take that time to actually heal before you start moving forward. For some of you, this may not necessarily be the loss of a person, but it could also be the loss of, say, a home, a job, something that provides stability for us. So again, take what resonates and take a look at these two signs in your chart and take a look at where that could potentially be happening for you in your life. I do want to go ahead and start clarifying some cards. I was kind of wrestling with the idea of clarifying this King of Coins in reverse, because for those of you where this is the loss of a person, that could feel very, very personal. But if this is something like a job or a home, I would like to clarify that for those of you who are watching this. And I definitely want to take a look at the Death card in reverse as well to see what it is that you need to kind of understand or get a handle on before you start to move forward. So let's go ahead and take a look at this King of Coins in reverse first. Spirit, can we please clarify this King of Coins in reverse? Can we please clarify this King of Coins in reverse? Okay, we have the Emperor reversed, Ten of Swords reversed, Six of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. For some of you, this could have been a partner. This could have been a father figure, a grandfather figure. For some of you, this person was in the military, potentially, or in a place of authority or a station of authority. This person may also be reuniting with someone as a crossover. Maybe this is a grandfather who is meeting up with a grandmother, or vice versa, an uncle, a father, whoever. Take what resonates. I don't know if you had another parent, grandparent, or whoever pass on before this person, but it does feel like they are being reunited with their person, the Two of Cups. So if that is the case, just take solace in knowing that. This person could also be in Aries, since the Emperor card is the sign of Aries, or associated with the sign of Aries. Doesn't have to be, but I do want to put that out there in case that resonates for somebody. It does feel like this person had a lot of pain to let go with the Ten of Swords in reverse. And it does feel like for a lot of them, they are moving forward into the light with their person, potentially, if that is the case. Now, this is for if this was a person that you lost. For others of you, this could be a position of authority for you. Again, for some of you, this could be a career. For some of you, you may have been in a position of power, or you may have had someone in a position of power make things very difficult for you with this Ten of Swords reversed, and it felt like it took everything in you to walk away from this situation. I feel like a lot of you walked away from this situation yourselves. For some of you, you may have not had a choice in that, but it does feel like walking away and moving away from the situation was in your best interest. All right, Virgos, let's go ahead and move on to this Death card. Let's take a look at what it is that you need to let go of or address before you can move forward. Spirit, can we please take a look at this Death card? Can we please clarify, wow, the Death card in reverse? Okay, we have the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands reversed, the Devil, and the Three of Wands. Interesting. Take a look at where Capricorn sits in your natal chart as well. That may kind of help point you in the direction of what you need to let go of here. I feel for a lot of you, you guys may have lived with this person if this was a person. Or maybe this has to do with a childhood home, for those of you where this is maybe a parent or a grandparent. There may be something that has to do with a home. Okay, so take what resonates. But with the Four of Wands reversed, it feels like, I heard, it doesn't feel like home anymore for some of you. If you lived with this person, it doesn't feel like home when they're not there. And I think that's a feeling you guys try to ignore. You try to ignore it as much as possible with this Five of Swords. You try to ignore it by keeping busy, by trying to be productive. Yeah, some of you guys may have taken to filling your time with distractions. Maybe things that aren't necessarily healthy for us. But fighting the acknowledgement of those feelings and trying to act like it doesn't bother you is hurting you more than you realize, I feel. The Three of Wands, again, just confirms that you are looking for a way out of these feelings, of the situation, of being at home. You are actively looking for ways to get your mind, get your physical being out of any situation that reminds you of the situation, person, whatever it is. And Spirit is saying that if you keep trying to cover that up, if you keep trying to avoid it, you keep avoiding this sense of being present, you're never gonna truly heal. You're always going to walk around being upset or triggered by the littlest things, or random outbursts, emotional outbursts. Okay, take what resonates. But it feels like this is definitely something that needs to be dealt with before you move forward in any aspect of your life. You really need to go through the mourning process and not trying to avoid it or speed up parts of it. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the oracle cards. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the oracle cards. I'm going to go ahead and look at the Moonology Manifestation Oracle for additional messages, advice, and encouragement for you for the month. Spirit, what additional messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my my Libras for the month of April? We have the new moon in Aquarius, open up to change. I'm hearing some of you guys may end up selling your house or moving. At the bottom of the deck, it has the last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. I know that's difficult to say when you're mourning the loss of something. But being grateful for what it is that you have, where you are currently, having the time to mourn is important. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the Green Witch Oracle. Spirit, what additional messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Libras for the month of April? What additional advice, encouragement, or messages do you have for my Libras for the month of April? Okay, we have stock, and it says focus. Focus on yourself. Focus on those emotions. At the bottom of the deck, you have sweet corn, and it says ritual. You need to go through the ritual of mourning. Can't skip steps in any ritual, otherwise you are kind of cutting off the benefits of the ritual in the first place. Let's go ahead and move on to messages from your animal spirit guides. Spirit, what additional messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Libras for the month of April? What additional advice, messages, or encouragement do you have for my Libras for the month of April? Okay, we have Wolverine. You're a lot tougher than you think you are. Well, yeah, I mean, we know that. Libras are tough. That's so funny. For some of you, you may feel like, you may think toughness is the ability to move on and move forward with life despite having gone through a serious loss. But I would argue that maybe the strongest people are the ones who can face their grief, face their demons, and deal with them in the proper manner and come out on the other side stronger, wiser, more resilient, happier even. So keep that in mind. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Roadrunner. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Interesting. It's a very interesting message. For those of you where this is the loss of a job or a home, something to that nature, getting lost in being too tough. And for those of you where you're going through the loss of a person, I think this applies to you as well. Trying to be too tough or show people that you are strong and determined, heartless, maybe even for some of you where nothing affects you, I think is more detrimental to your overall well-being and healing than you realize. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be everything that you are, not just the strong parts. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's move on to the final deck of the reading. This is going to be the Daily Crystal Inspiration. Yes, I am getting additional messages for you here, but this is also for those of you that like to work with crystals. This is a good opportunity to see what crystals can help you through this month, through the situation. Spirit, what final messages, advice, or encouragement do you have for my Libras for the month of April? What additional advice, messages, or encouragement do you have for my Libras for the month of April? Let's see. First up, we have Phantom Quartz, Embrace Change. And that came up here with New Moon in Aquarius, where it said, open up to change. Okay, yeah, there's the Death card. They both fall right underneath the Death card. That's so crazy. Embrace change. And the Death card in reverse is talking about your resistance to change. Next, we have Rainbow Obsidian, Heal Your Heart. Yeah, this is a time of healing for you guys, not a time of action. Absolutely. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Iolite, Shift Your Money Mindset, for those of you where this is the loss of a job. Okay, I feel like a lot of you guys are taken care of. You guys are okay. You may also need to shift your ideas surrounding money. How you make your money, how money is available to you, how much is enough. It's an interesting thought. All right, Libras, this is what I'm seeing for you guys for the month of April. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this reading, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I do also do personal readings, and if you'd like to link up with me, you can find me at my website, which is below in the description box. If you want to see more content from me, you can also find me on Patreon, TikTok, and Instagram, and that info is below as well. As always, though, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this is a beautiful month of April for you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!